All right, let's turn our attention now to the national holiday happening 1 week from tomorrow. We celebrate Juneteenth on the 19th day of June. On that day in 1865, the Union Army made its way into Galveston, Texas, and announced all of the enslaved African American men, women, and children were free. The holiday is a day to reflect. What does it really mean to celebrate freedom? And how is that something we need to continuously strive for and fight for? And you can attend this year's Quad City Juneteenth celebration this Saturday. The Friends of MLK will host the annual festival at LeClaire Park in Davenport from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. But before that happens, you can also check out an event this Friday night celebrating young women right here in the Quad Cities. And it's why we have Tracy Singleton, Executive Director of TNBC Lincoln Resource Center, joining us here today. Tracy, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for always having me.
I know you're so busy. We appreciate your time. You have so much going on at the Lincoln Center. Tell me about this pageant. What is it?
We are just so excited about the growth of the Miss Juneteenth pageant. It started from something very small to being its own entity and having a standalone event from Juneteenth. So it's taking place this Friday at 6 p.m. at the Lincoln Center.
How many young women do you have competing?
There are 6 young ladies that are competing for the title of Miss Juneteenth 2025.
I love it. How did they get chosen?
So it's actually a year-long process. They sign up right after the Juneteenth pageant. Interested girls can sign up. Throughout the year, they're doing community service, they're doing etiquette classes, they're learning routines, they're volunteering in the community, and it all leads up to this day.
So what are they going to be doing on Friday night?
Well, we have there's 3 rounds. So there is an intro dance, just like any Miss America pageant or Miss USA pageant. And then they have the introduction round where they talk about themselves and what grade they're in and what their hobbies are. We have another part where it's called Because of Them I Can, where they highlight a woman in Black history and they portray her and tell her story. And then the last event we call Sunday's Best. And so they dress up, they do one last introduction of themselves, and then the judges vote on who Miss Juneteenth is.
Oh my gosh. And I love that they get to show off a full year's worth of work building up to this, but they have a really good role model. Tell me about the reigning Miss Juneteenth.
Maelle has been very busy this year.
Yeah.
She has participated in all the local parades along with all the other pageant winners from other local pageants. She has been very active in volunteering in the community and then of course helping recruit for the next Miss Juneteenth. So she has been a very good example of what a reigning Miss Juneteenth is to do.
We've seen her at a bunch of different events around town. She did the Period Products event.
Yep.
What else has she been doing?
They have had some fundraising dinners and she's promoted those. She has volunteered at a retirement home and she is just really being the example of what she proudly wears her crown everywhere she goes, and she definitely has the wave down.
Stop. Every time I see her in a parade, she's got the most beautiful smile and her wave is perfect. Well, people might hear pageant and have one thing in their minds. So if people come out on Friday night, what do you want them to take away from this?
That this is truly part of a whole event. It's part of an event. We do announce the new Miss Juneteenth at the Juneteenth Festival, but to understand the work that they put in and the pride that they have of being one of just a few girls who are participating in this, and whether they win or lose, they are all walking away with, as we just said, a whole year's worth of experience that they've gotten from participating in the pageant.
Well, I know we want to focus on the girls, but it's also the first time you're hosting this pageant in your brand new auditorium.
Yes. Oh, last year it was like so hot in there. Oh, we're just so excited about the new auditorium. We had a film festival in there last week. We have this week with the pageant, next week and the week after, and now into July. We are just having event after event in there, and that's what this was for. It was to offer a very small, intimate space for the creatives in our community.
Well, you mentioned the film festival. I was going to ask you, it was the Polling Focus Film Festival. We talked about it here in the show. How did it go?
It went really well. Yeah, it went really well. A lot of good films and a lot of people that maybe we didn't see last year that are participating this. That just keeps growing and growing every year as well.
Well, I saw that the Lincoln Center had a book drive recently. Do you still need books? Do you need anything else?
We always use books. These books that we get go out every day, year round. We have summer camp, 2 camps going on right now, so lots of kids in the school, and they definitely utilize the library.
I love it. Can people just drop them off at the front door?
Yes, we are open from 8 to 7. They can just bring them in and we'll get them.
Wonderful. Tracy, thank you so much for your time today. I'm
Thank
looking forward
you.
to Friday.
Yes.
For you guys at home, we have all the info for Friday night's pageant and Saturday's community Juneteenth celebration up at WQAD.com. Just click on the As Seen on TV tab.